Good morning, George, Phat Foodforest. I'm going to talk about how productive this is, how wonderful it is, how it's producing energy, producing oxygen, storing carbon, microclimates, feeding abundance of diversity of animals and insects plus us. What are the problems with this? What are the things we've done wrong here? What when we look around? What are the things we don't like or just are part of it? We can see there's lots of disease and pests. Not lots, but a fair amount. Plants with eaten leaves. Plants have been attacked by pests like these cucumbers. I got a squash borer to it, even the next one behind it. Weeds hanging from here. There's a bindweed. I don't think the name of it. Gets the nice tube flower on it, the pretty flower on it. There's a bunch of it here. The groundhog, he lives over here. Vole killed a couple of mine. I'm walking on some soft soil, made me think about it. Voles and moles, I'm squishing down right now. Lost a Nanking cherry this year to one. Lost a few over the years. It's the groundhog's home, one of the groundhog's homes. What else can we see that we are problems? Lots of weeds. Tons of weeds mixed in. Here we're over on the edge. There's some more insect damage. Some kind of caterpillar is attacked. Laying babies. Oh, there they are there. An alarm going off. I had to stop it. Oh, I know. I was looking at the bottom of this cherry tree this morning. And a fungus has attacked it. I think that's going to be below the graft. It's growing out its original one, trying to fight the grafted version. These are getting too much shade because we're becoming too dense over here. And they also had sawfly larvae attack them this year. That's a gooseberry. This apple got some kind of blight real bad this year. So there's no perfection. These grapes always get. I didn't get to spray these grapes down here, so we're going to get hardly any production from them. So we see things like that all over the place here. When I say spray, it would be a compost tease. It's all we really use. It's all we use. I don't have that pipe that looks blended, so I pick it up. Not the bad. That's a horrible voice. I'm such a slob sometimes. Pick this up. I'm sorry. So, lots of things that we say are wrong here, or problems, or difficulties. But it's an ongoing thing, and if we try to make it perfection, we'd always be chasing other problems. The insects, if I get rid of every insect here, spray everything with a chemical, someone's not going to be there to do that job in nature. You got to let those pest predator relationships work out, help out a little bit. If I was to feed all this, even if it was organically with top fed nutrients in my watering, all those wonderful microbes in the soil would go away. All those beneficials aren't there anymore. They aren't there to break down the material and change it into plant available nutrition. So by leaving it, we can also talk about the good things. I think I've shared lots of it. It's just been a wonderful year, but we're swimming in pawpaws this year. That one was almost ripe the other day. That one's soft. We got an abundance of apples and pears. These blueberries, these elderberries right now, they're all over the property. Made stinging nettle tea yesterday. The wineberries, more blueberries. I showed this morning how the chickens are feasting on these amber autumn olives that are falling down here. Their food dish is full, but they're feeding on these that are dropping. We make jellies out of those. Oh, a whole bunch of apples this year. The gummy harvest was incredible. Lots of jams. These chokeberries, horseradish, on and on. Almost everything you see is edible within here. So yes, there was some disease and pests, and we're sharing that abundance with them. But just a surplus all around us. The people you see in the pictures of the currants and the gooseberries and the jostaberries and the cherries and the pears. And I said again, autumn olives and the hazelnuts and the pawpaws. We don't get any jujubes. I think I'm gonna get rid of those. I had them for years. The understories, the raspberries and the blackberries and the grapes and the figs. And obviously all the annuals. So there's always going to be problems, pests and disease. Learning to work with them and not trying to defeat them, I believe. That makes sense. We still get an incredible amount of abundance here. Finding different ways to use that abundance. Rank, rank. These are your blueberries, aren't they? I think down low they get. I think I'll probably stop it there. Oh, look at that. The goji berries are just coming in. So there's always something. So much diversity within here. Won't name every plant. George, Phat Ninja Foodforest. Those are the problems we see all throughout this food forest. We're still absolutely in love with it. It gets more full, more abundant, more productive every year. Less work for us. We're pretty much just having to hold it back. I'll also make a video on that. That's my next step, is learning to make this for the upcoming years for me. I'm going to be slowing down a bit. Hitting 52. I don't want to have as much management. So the first 10 years we ran, maybe one of the next videos I'll talk about slowing things down a bit. Anyways, peace. I'm George, Phat Ninja Foodforest. We do classes, tours, consultations. We have a worm business we've started, Red Wigglers. We sell composting systems, our breeding systems to get you started, the worms themselves, or the castings. Change is better than holiday. Well long overdue. Peace.